Hey guys, it's Alana O, the witch and the artist behind theGrimBear, and I also work with deities. So the last few videos that I've done, we've been talking about deity altars and also offerings, particularly offerings. So I already gave you a list of physical items that you could leave potentially as an offering. And I'll also let you know who you might leave an offering for, because realistically, offerings are not just for deities. Not all witches work with deities, and witches who work with other entities still leave offerings. So it's still useful to know what you could use or you could do as an offering. So I wanted to take a moment with this video to talk to you about offerings that are actions. Okay, so when we're talking about an offering, it doesn't necessarily mean a physical item that you're leaving at an altar or that you're presenting to them. Sometimes an action can be an offering to them as well. Think about sometimes when you see like an athlete or a performer on TV and they're dedicating some of their work to so and so, whether that person is physically here or if it's a spiritual entity. I dedicate this to fill in the blank. So that's the same way we should be thinking about offerings as actions. And the list that I have here is not that long. It's more examples. There's, of course, other things that you could do. Donating clothes, donating blood, donating your time, doing charity work, cleaning, dancing, singing, chanting, performing, and passing down traditions. Which is kind of important, that one, because that's how we keep traditions alive. If you are able to pass it down, and let's say you do those traditions right now and then somebody else continues to do them after you're no longer in the physical realm, that's how traditions continue to exist. If we stop doing them, then they kind of die out. Carrying them with you through a physical item. So carrying your deity with you is kind of like you might have a card or a picture or something that is a reminder of them to you. And this is kind of crossover a little bit with ancestry work, right? So sometimes we have like family heirlooms, or we have items that, I have a mirror in my pocketbook that was my grandmother's, and she's no longer in the physical realm. My husband has some of his father's jewelry. He's no longer in the physical realm. So when we're thinking about deities, we can carry them with us. Think about how organized religion has symbols that they might wear on a necklace. We could do the same thing with our deity, where we're wearing a piece of jewelry or we're carrying them with us in some sort of way. This is an item that brings them to the front of your mind. Okay. Also, empowering someone else. Depending on the deity that you're working with, or if you're doing ancestor work, I think that it's important that you can empower somebody else. If this is something that you believe in strongly, you could use that information to empower somebody else, which spreading the word about your deity, talking about them, writing about them, singing about them, teaching about them, saying their name, telling stories about them. So this is kind of a crossover that we see, that ancestry work and deity work are very similar. They're almost parallel to each other. And I think that my next video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the 3 deaths. Thanks, guys. Bye.